Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will get the first crack at it here. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
And he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. Feeling some heat. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Pirates are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you'd experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say,
he's loose. The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebel!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
7, East Carolina, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Akbar. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Snags it over the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out from the 30.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Fires to the big fella. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said.
And it's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry up.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking for room at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nothing but green ahead. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Akbar. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. The Pirates will keep this drive going. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they got it done in the 1st half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the 2nd half. It's a lot of really good things in that 1st half. Needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man, with when Russ comes off after that.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Brady. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
Offensively, and they take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives him nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Akbar. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Your field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Pirates want to move quickly. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
East Carolina, 13.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Akbar. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the catch and knocked down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They want to just keep throwing it. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver.
Off he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, ECU.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Rebel! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Heaves it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. With the run on 1st and goal. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football. I know I'm...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
East Carolina, 20.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This is what an elite team does.